Yeah. When this can't seem to shake them clips of horror. Folks told me pull up to AZ, he got the for us. Stop viding on your war stories, be the forward. Hey, another op. We need some more. We up the most, you know that been a score. 2-1. Yeah. Brother, tell me what we on, I'm on the same. I plan for cuz ain't nice, but I hate them. I feel the safest when the club let me bring in. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing? People don't know that they contribute to the dairy payment. Say she don't around with yeah. Think you gon' me for free? What you with? Want all the smoke like a hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. Game over, dropping bangers with no hooks. And free my brother Leak. I hate I'm putting money again. If you ain't never calm down. I know, so I approached her with my palm out. Was on that on the LT in the county ring song. Yeah, risk taker, beat they block with 50 on it. Yeah, Echo, turn this beat off if I ain't tripping on it.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take it. Pass. Watch it. Do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I admit it. Man. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take it. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on them. And they both. I hate them hating on them. And they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. I cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. Monster! Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they... I'm prophetic, they only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up out of luck, soon as I up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could bet it. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Monster! Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
It's crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
She bad, I like this. Now she wanna things called valid and she got nice.
Thanks for joining us here at 2K Sports for today's game. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Taking a look at Houston.
And they won the only game they played against this team. And this is their final matchup of the year.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, whether it's 2 games or 20, you'd love to go unblemished against any opponent over the course of a season. Of course, the opposite is just as true. Getting swept is no fun at all.
2 elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
White can't hit. James outside. And slam dunk by James.
In attack mode, we've seen this from James now for what, 2 decades?
And here's White. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Eason. It's hauled in by Garnett. And we're about a minute into the first. Down low. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
So it's Boston now. The Rockets getting their last shot to go.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Edwards outside. Sends it home from 3-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Antetokounmpo, left side. White for 3. Boston pulls it in.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Garnett. And he dunks it down.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Smith no good. Celtics lead by 5. Outside, Hill. Back to James. Outside, Hill. Pass to Garnett. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Guys?
He's left an imprint, no question. Thanks a lot, Allie. You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title, Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats.
Back to Edwards. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Garnett, no good. Rockets trail by 4. Pass to White. He takes it in. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
I mean, the point forward skills of LeBron James. I mean, just running that play beautifully.
White with it. Now guarded by White. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's White. Outside Eason. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And James has got the ball here for Boston. They lead by 4. Pass to Edwards. Here's Garnett. Back to White. Off target from 3-point range. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics up by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Celtics lead by 4. Pass to Garnett. Back to White. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Now George launches it. It's hauled in by Hill. White with it. Still without a bucket. Pass to Garnett. Jacks up a 3. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. George's shot is off.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
George, right side. A deep 3 from Ball. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Diabate. Driving inside. Here's Hendricks. Ball outside. Now here's George. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Garnett.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, BA. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And there's the screen to the paint. Here's Garnett. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Ball right side. Here's Diabate. The Rockets with another miss.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. A new generation is entering the league, and Draymond Green said these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Back to you.
Yeah, it flipped quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Alec. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Here's James. Pass to Yao. And here's O'Neal. James outside. Here's Yao. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Now, here is James. Here's Yao. This is his second trip to the line in the game. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Antetokounmpo, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Back to Smith. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Boy, you could see the focus on Smith Jr.'s face right there. I mean, he wanted to make sure he cashed in on the three-point shot.
Pass to Yao. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Yao's got 6 points in the quarter. And so it's the Boston Celtics with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Left side, Edwards. 5 on the clock. Back to White. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And Houston has possession. It's a 16-point game. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And it's Houston's ball. And here's White.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Back to White. And here's Edwards outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself on the gridiron. You know, early on, he thought that would be his path. He's mentioned playing it professionally someday. How about that? I don't think it's a great idea, but interesting that he would even broach it. But if anybody could pull it off, he might be the guy. Good quick play that time by Smith. For a big guy, he really moves his feet well.
To the inside. Here's James. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. James has got 6 points. Pass to Smith. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Inside. The strong finish by Giannis.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
White on the wing, averaging around 6 a game. 4 on the clock. Hill for 3. Counted from distance. Hill's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
To the middle. Antetokounmpo. White looking it over.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Garnett. It's James on the wing. Into the lane. Misses from short range. Rockets trail by 17. From the wing. They get it again. Back to Eason. The 3 is up. That one is off.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's James. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Guys, I tell you what, just really enjoyable watching LeBron still do his thing. I mean, we're witnessing extended greatness.
Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. 1:19 left to play in the third quarter. Williams with it. No points so far. James outside. Here's Yao. Got it. And the Celtics lead by 19.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Williams looking around. Pass to Yao. Rockets with a rebound. They host the Pistons after this one, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Excellent D there from O'Neal.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time, but it doesn't happen often.
Here's Yao. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. With a 9-footer. Yao shot is off. And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by 17 at the end of the period. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 17. Here's Polynice. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. So it's Boston now. Left side Williams. To the inside. Yao. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Pass to George. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Pass to Yao. Puts up the 8-footer. And Boston again with the bucket.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Ball surveys the floor. George outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hendricks. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hendricks has gotten his first basket of the night.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Outside, Williams. And there's the drive. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
Pass to Smith. Now here's Antetokounmpo. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Williams. Inside. Off with the layup. The Rockets on offense. Down low. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining.
Nice ball movement by Boston. They set a pick. Shoots over Easton. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Really like what Edwards did there. Assertive in the two-man game.
Smith inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And this win allows them to end their season series tied 1-1 against the Rockets.
Antetokounmpo inside. Pass to Smith. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
Now White. Here's Edwards. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And Houston has possession. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McKee. Back to White. Oh, deflected. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Clock at 4. Boston pulls it in. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was